The moment Hunter Pence arrived in San Francisco, he became the heart and soul of the Giants.
The right pitch coming in. He dives, and he makes the catch.
Nick, you have more heart.
There's nothing but love for number 8. We've got a beautiful, beautiful afternoon for baseball as we come to you from AT&T Park. This is the final game of the season. It's the Giants, it's the Dodgers. Welcome to NBC Sports Bay Area, and it's powered by Xfinity. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is Mike Krukow. Well, if you're going to win one game, make it the last one, right?
Amen.
And let's hand the ball to Andy Suarez.
Andy Suarez, why not? The last time he faced these Dodgers in August, which was the first time, he shut them out for 6 innings. And a good start today would allow the Giants to win the season series. They've played 18 so far, and each team has won 9. Today determines that.
And it'll be fun here at the Yard as we close out this season. When we come back, we will have the lineup in the first pitch right after this. Led the Giants out of the dugout, and as you would imagine, he was greeted with a huge ovation as he went out to right field. And they got the kids that are on the field on Sundays.
What's your name? Maisie, thanks for being out here.
He's got this routine down.
All right, we're gonna do something
great.
really cool. You with me? You wanna look
He
around
waves
and wave
at
all fans? Let's start
every
over here.
section of the ballpark.
Give him a wave. Give him a wave. Give him a wave. Give him a thumbs up. Look how beautiful it is. Let's look over here. Look over here. Give him a wave. Hey,
just letting that little girl into his world
Nice job. How cool is this?
and make it feel like
I think
she
you
is
have like
the
this
most
way now.
important person on that field. And that's
Which
what
way do they go?
Dr. Pence basically is all about.
That way, that way, that
And he's
way.
been making us all feel pretty good for a long time.
Let her go anywhere she wants, Hunter. Perfect. It is a beautiful day, and that man's going to enjoy this day more than anybody else in this ballpark.
He
We're
should.
going to enjoy watching him.
He's earned the applause.
Hunter Pence.
Thank you. Love you all. Appreciate it.
Our game time weather is presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. It's open this weekend, 68 degrees. You see the winds and humidity, and it is partly cloudy. So Andy Suarez is about ready to face Chris Taylor, and then we'll give you the rest of the Dodger lineup. Here's the first pitch of the ball game, and it's down low. So we get started at 12:06. Taylor hitting .253, and there's a swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. Dodgers and Rockies are tied for first place, and the Rockies and Nationals are getting started right now as there's a pitch down low. 2-1. Taylor did not start yesterday. He got into the game, and he helped the Dodgers win the ball game yesterday. He went 2 for 3. Here it's 3-1. Dodgers did not, well, they clinched a spot in the playoffs with a win yesterday. They did not celebrate on the field. They did go inside and celebrate. There's a line drive foul down the left field line. Rest of the Dodger lineup brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Turner, followed by Freese, and then Machado. Kike Hernandez will hit 5th. Then it's Kemp, Grandal, and Dozier, and Rich Hill will hit 9th. 3-2. Here's the payoff, and he walked him.
Well, on the hill today for the Giants will be the rookie left-hander Andy Suarez. The last time we'll ever call him a rookie. 26 years of age, 6 feet tall, 190 pounds, and this is what he's done in 28 starts, 7-12, 158 innings. That's good work for him. He stretched it out this year, and 130 strikeouts in those 158 innings. You'll see a fastball that can go low to mid-90s, more lows than mids. He will sink and cut the fastball. He's also got a curveball and a changeup. Has faced the Dodgers one time. He faced him and had 1 6-inning outing where he did not allow a run. He pitched well against him.
Here's Turner, who takes the strike. By the way, that's called by Todd Tickner. It's Hobert, Hickox, and Davis from 1st to 3rd.
Tischner, he can be a tight zone. He will give some highs, he will give some lows, but you don't get a whole lot outside the corners, and pretty much you have to be between the catcher's knees to get a strike.
Right there in the inside corner, 0-2. Turner yesterday went 0 for 5. He's 1 for 9 in the series. And the pitch is high. The 1 hit he has in the series beat the Giants. He had a 2-run home run off of Madison Bumgarner.
It's a good day to hit right now. There's not a lot of wind. It's carried to right field. This is a live ballpark.
2-2 with a high fastball with David Freese on deck. That's the flags that are not moving. Turner started out 0-2. It's now 3-2.
Well, in that Suarez walked Taylor to start this game off, this becomes a big pitch, the 3-2. Don't be surprised to see Dave Roberts start Taylor, because they know that Andy Suarez is a sinker baller. Put the ball on the ground a lot.
Taylor on the move, and Turner fouls it out of play.
Let's take a look at the Giants defensively behind Suarez, starting in their outfield from left to right. It'll be Blanco, Hernandez, and Pence. Crawford, Longoria, they'll be on the left side of the infield. Panic and Garcia will be on the right side. And Nick Hundley, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
Runner goes, swinging a foul again out of play. So Turner in a pretty good battle with Andy Suarez. Let's see who ended up with it. Yeah, get it out of here.
Yeah, she's not quite ready for prime time and foul balls.
Pretty happy though, I gotta tell you.
Oh yeah.
Taylor's got 9 steals on the year. He goes. Base hit, right field. Pence will get over there to cut it off. They're going to wave in Taylor. The throw goes to second. It's 1-0 Dodgers.
So a nice at bat from Justin Turner to go 0-2 to a 3-2, then take a breaking ball and drive it to the right side of the field. Take a look at the breaking ball on the outside corner. And that's our pitch cast, brought to you by SoFi, a modern finance company. That's a big league hitter right there.
Here's Freeze. Freeze takes a strike. 11 home runs, 50 runs batted in.
You know, and as Andy Suarez progresses in his career, this is one thing that he's going to have to pay attention to, and that's the first inning. That has been his worst inning in just about all of his starts this year.
Line drive, base hit. That's going to knock in Turner, and it's 2-0. So a walk, a double, and a single. And here's Machado. And a strike on the outside corner.
Suarez pitching for that ground ball that he's so very good at getting. He leads the Giants in inducing double plays. And we've seen him get in jams like this, and all of a sudden one pitch later everything sort of calms down because he can get that ground ball that gets 2 outs.
One and 2 on the swing. Ain't gonna miss. The 1-2 is down low. That time Machado held up. Looked like a pretty good pitch, but called the ball. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. To run that in on his hands, it remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Every game around the major leagues started at the same time today.
There's a reason for that. So as not to create an advantage for the teams out west, being able to save a pitcher for a playoff situation. For teams on the East Coast, I mean, they would have a 3-hour head start. And if you're in a situation with a wild card and you're holding a pitcher back for one day, you may hold it back because you know the outcome of that game back east. Everybody starts on time, same time. There's no advantage that way, or disadvantage.
Longoria to panic. Is Machado really not into it? 2 down.
So once again, Andy Suarez, for the 21st time this year, he gets a double play. And it does calm things down with 2 runs in. Now there's 2 outs.
Here's Hernandez. Kiki Hernandez hitting at 251. And he takes a strike. He's faced Suarez just twice. He's 0 for 2. And it's 0-2. Out of play. With Kemp on deck. Yep, and we agree with that.
Grateful, forever grateful for Buster Posey's good friend.
Tough hop for Longoria, but he stays with it, and that'll end the inning. So 2 runs, that's the damage. Now the Giants are coming up facing Rich Hill.
By Southwest Airlines. Low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency. By Jack in the Box. Try something different, like Jack's Teriyaki Bowl. Only at Jack in the Box for a limited time. And by SoFi, a modern finance company.
The Dodgers jump out to a 2-0 lead. Here's Hunter Pence being introduced.
Well deserved.
You can get the other team's players to applaud, then you've done something.
Especially when it's your rival.
especially if it's your rival. Absolutely. Pence yesterday went 2 for 4, had a couple of doubles. Two-0 pitch. Here it is. Swing. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. As Hill ran that right underneath the hands of Hunter Pence. There's a called strike. 5 for 25 with a double and a home run. That's what Pence's lifetime against Rich Hill. Fouls back and out of play.
Rich Hill on the mound today for the Dodgers. The 38-year-old left-hander in his 10th year at the big league level. He's 10-5 on the year with a 3.87 ERA, and this is what he's going to come at you with. A fastball is going to be high 80s. He'll sink and cut it. Curveball and a changeup. Go get him.
Got him.
And there is that curveball. It's one of the better ones in the National League West.
Rest of the Giants lineup brought to you by Southwest Airlines. It'll be Panic, Longoria, and then Hundley, the cleanup hitter. Crawford will hit 5th. Aramis Garcia in the 6th slot. Then it's Corky Hernandez, Gregor Blanco, Andy Suarez. Hunter Pence might have one of the most unusual days he's ever had, where he could strike out 4 times and get a standing ovation every time he walks back to the dugout.
That's true, but let's
I
hope
don't want that to happen.
He does a bit better. I'd like to see him hit one more home run, maybe 2.
Panic 1 for 3 with 3 RBIs in the game yesterday. Had a sacrifice fly. Had 2 hits on Friday night. Rolls this one on the ground, and making the play at second is Dozier.
That is a great defensive play. Let's take a look at the rest of the Dodger defense, starting their outfield from left to right. It'll be Taylor, Hernandez, and Kemp. Good arms in left and in center field. Machado and Turner on the left side. Dozier and Freese on the right side. Yasmani Grandal, he'll be in the squat, putting down the signs. Take a look at Dozier. I mean, he's getting full extension to his left, and watch how quickly he gets to that balance point, throwing off the back knee, and a perfect strike over to David Freese.
Here's Longoria, who looks at a strike. Longoria 1 for 4 yesterday. On Friday, 0 for 4. Pops it up right out in front of home plate. Now the wind is starting to take it a little bit, and that's going to end the inning. 11 pitches for Hill. It remains 2-0 Dodgers.
brought to you by Cresco, your #1 choice for tool and equipment rental, with 19 stores to serve you in Northern California.
Well, secure a space at the front of the line for some of 2019's biggest games, including matchup against the Yankees and opening day. 2019 group ticket deposits are available now. You get a 10% discount if you book now, as this is lined to left for a base hit. Place your deposit for group tickets at sfgiants.com/2019. Let's check in with Amy G.
All right, guys, all week long I've been collecting thoughts on Hunter Pence from his teammates. We're going to start with some veterans today. Brandon Crawford, he said that Hunter Pence, one of his most positive people in his life. It's one of the most positive people he's ever played with. He has so much fun having him around. The past 6 years, he has been simply uplifting. And Joe Panik shared Hunter a very special person. He couldn't ask for a better teammate. He's all in, leaves his heart and soul on the field. Hunter Pence is the most passionate guy Joe has ever played with. We'll have more throughout the game, guys.
Yep. This is Grandal. All that, all correct.
Well, she's grateful. She's got her jersey on.
Line drive to Hunter Pence in right field. So Grandal's retired. Here's Dozier. Dozier at 214. 20 home runs, 20 home runs, 69 runs batted in.
Just getting that hat to fit just perfect. Takes a little work, a little effort.
Dozier with the Dodgers since being traded is hitting 176 with 4 home runs and 17 driven in.
Take a look how the Giants play him. That's our StatCast AI powered by AWS. You know, I always cut a guy a little bit of slack when he comes from one league to the other, when it's reflected in his batting average. I mean, he's learning a whole bunch of new pitchers. Some guys transition over a little bit easier than others.
2-2. On deck is Rich Hill. Kemp, no steals this year.
So I don't think he's completely excited about the throw-over and the fact that he had to dive back to first.
Well, then it needs to shorten up that lead a little bit. Gets away from Hundley, and now Kemp down to second. '49ers pregame live is airing right now on NBC Sports Bay Area Plus, which can be found on the channels listed on your screen. If you can't find NBC Sports Bay Area Plus, log on to NBCSportsBayArea.com or call your TV provider. So 3-2 to Dozier. Foul.
Oh, somebody's got to make a play down there. That's a whiff. It's a ballpark sectional whiff.
Three and two. That'll make things easy for Rich Hill.
Giants are going to play for the out at second, I would imagine, to try and get the double play with Hill. He's not a fast runner. A little bit easier for left-handed hitters to get the ball down the third base line.
Foul.
And indeed, the Giants are putting on the defense that concentrates on the out at second. If they get that force play, Hill's lack of speed, they could get a double play.
Good bunt. Suarez is going to go to second. That's one there, and they turn it. How about that? I was thinking, why is Crawford throwing that? Oh, I see why.
Toyota, designed for the grind that comes through every time. See your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
Xfinity X1 customers say, show me the San Francisco Giants into your X1 voice remote. You get live stats on your TV. Change the way you experience T with Xfinity X1.
Two 2-0 Dodgers. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Reminder that the 49ers pregame live is airing right now on NBC Sports Bay Area Plus, which can be found on the channels listed on your screen. If you can't find NBC Sports Bay Area Plus, log on to NBCSportsBayArea.com or call your TV provider.
Hundley, Crawford, and Garcia.
Rick Ratus loves his Cleveland Browns. Well, you expect a guy that went to Ohio State to love his Cleveland Browns. One of the best right there. We say that about all our camera people and all of our crew have just been fantastic this year. A bunch of pros. Very proud of them.
Hundley fouls it back. There's that breaking ball that pops in there for a strike.
We talked about how good a breaking ball he has, but he'll throw it over half the time. If he throws 100 pitches, it's not uncommon for him to throw 50-plus curveballs.
And he gets Hundley on a high fastball. It's our Mercedes pivotal play of the year. Some of the best plays of the season. We're going to take a look at this one. It was at the Coliseum as Brandon Crawford caught this foul ball. Valtteri covered 120 feet. There's such a big area of foul territory. He made a spectacular backhand catch. Garcia to follow. It's a 2-0 lead. Dodgers scored 2 in the first. That's Crawford. A little lazy pop-up to left field. And Taylor coming in as he calls off Machado. 2 outs.
This guy's been fun to watch this September.
He has. He took an 0 for 4 yesterday. On Friday, he had a couple of hits. First pitch is high. 1 ball and no strikes. I was thinking, Mike, when that pop-up went out to Taylor and Machado was going out and Hernandez was coming in from, all 3 of those guys have played shortstop. It started at short for the Dodgers. To give you the uniqueness of their roster.
They are as versatile as any team in all of the National League.
And I mean, they all played very well at short. It wasn't like they stuck out a guy out there for an emergency. 2-2. There's a grateful group.
Well, they all like Hunter Pence. It really is Hunter Pence Day.
Got him, and that'll end the inning. 3 strikeouts for Hill. It's 2-0 Dodgers.
By River Rock Casino. It's the Road to Riches $150,000 truck and cash giveaway. Join the club and earn tickets daily. Details at riverrockcasino.com.
Taylor grounds this one to Crawford. 1 out. All Giants games on NBC Sports Bay Area are streamed live on NBCSportsBayArea.com and the NBC Sports app or mobile or tablet all season long, streaming the Giants on the go. Oh, and it's brought to you by your NorCal Honda dealers.
Now Deuce is wild. So the teams involved, Colorado, they scored 2. Milwaukee, they scored 2. The Cardinals, they scored 2. And here the Dodgers have scored 2. Philadelphia and Atlanta, not a whole lot on that game. But the other 3, lots. Suarez starting to get into a better rhythm now. It's just the way he is. I mean, he's a slow worm. Just doesn't find his rhythm out of the bullpen as he starts a game in the first inning.
Hey, rattled around for a while. Ended up in a Dodger fan's glove.
He got a few rounds of applause. More boos, however.
Yeah.
Grateful.
So that one brushed Turner.
You're so upset with yourself when you have an 0-2 or a 1-2 count. You throw a fastball in on a guy and you clip him.
David Freese lined a single right over the head of Panic. Here he goes the other way. Hunter Pence is going to turn around, and it's high off the bricks. David Freese is having no problems picking up the ball coming out of Andy Suarez's hand. That's a double.
And he's always had a good approach to the right side of the field. And both of his hits today have gone that side. They set the outside target. This he sort of just kind of cuts back in the middle end, just above the thigh. And Freese let that ball get into him deep. Thinking the opposite way, pulls it off. So that's going to bring Kurt Young out to the mound. The Giants are going to get Hunter Strickland going in the bullpen.
Yeah, all hands on deck today.
All hands on deck, indeed. And Bruce Bochy is going to play this game like it's a playoff game, like it's his 7th game. With Suarez's ability to get the ground ball, you may see him pitch around Machado. Set up the force. I'm kind of half surprised they're not just putting him on.
Pop up out of play. Machado rolled into a 5-4-3 double play to calm things down in the first inning. Turner at third, Freese at second. Line drive, center field, base hit. Freese is going to stop at third. It's 3-0.
And the one thing we've learned about Machado is he likes the ball up. He's a good hitter, period. But boy, you throw mistakes that go bell high, especially if you leave off-speed stuff up. And he is just unforgiving. Take a look at the location he gets here. I mean, that's just that's a gift.
Here's Kike Hernandez. And he takes a low. 1 ball and no strikes. Hernandez rolled out to third. Line drive, left field. Blanco will come up with it on a bounce. Coming in to score is Freeze, and here comes Bruce Bochy. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and repair experts. We'll be back. After Kemp.
The numbers for Strickland, 49th game that he has come into this year with 14 saves and 3 wins on the year.
Kemp takes a low. Kemp singled in the second inning. 6 hits off of Suarez, plus Suarez walked 2 and he hit a batter. So in the 2 1/3 innings, he allowed 9 base runners. That's a fair ball. Machado scores. Right behind him, Hernandez scores. Kemp with a double, and it's 6-0.
Dodgers found their stroke yesterday. 18 hits in yesterday's ball game, and they are picking up right where they left off. Set up an inside corner. I mean, this is a ball that off the plate in with movement coming towards Kemp. I mean, just a quick bat raking it over the base down the third base line. And once it got down the corner, an easy score with the speed on the base pass, and very quickly, Giants get more activity in their pen.
Well, they're going to get a starter of Chris Stratton. As Grandal looks at a strike, he lined out to right field in the second inning. Swing, he ain't gonna miss. Another again, 2. Dozier on deck. Way outside, 1-2. Strickland ready as he gets a sign from Hundley. And this is rolled up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit. Panic keeps it close enough where Kemp couldn't score.
Well, they played the shift, opened up the middle, and Grandal put it right in the middle of the opening. You can see how far in the right field Joe Panic was. I mean, that splits the defense right there. Panic does a nice job to stop the ball from going into the outfield. That would have been another run. 5 hits in a row here for the Dodgers.
Here's Dozier. Dozier drew a walk in the second inning. Hill is on deck, and that pitch is down low to even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hunter Strickland, I mean, you wouldn't classify him a ground ball guy. He's more of a fly ball strikeout pitcher. But he's got a couple weapons to get the ground ball. He can two-seam the fastball, and he can throw sliders. They have to be down.
One and two. Kemp at third. Grandal at first. Foul. Try to keep Kemp from scoring. They would like to be able to think that they could get back into this game.
The good news is the bad news, you've given up 6. The good news is you've done it early, so there's plenty of time, but you got to stop the bleeding here.
This pop-up is going to be out of play. Out.
Well, she wound up with it. High five, subtle, big smile.
Nice play by Hundley.
A little bit of a sling there from Hunter Strickland. That's something when you throw a ball across your body like that, you're thinking, I need to make a change, make a correction. Give it a little sling and you miss your location, usually in that direction, down and away from a right-handed hitter. Again.
So the wild pitch, it's 7-0.
I can't imagine that they'd be too happy about this score in Coors Field in that game between the Rockies and the Nationals.
Well, at least they know where they stand.
Well, at least they know where they stand, exactly. Colorado Rockies thinking, all right, we're not going to get a whole lot of help yet. And in San Francisco, we need to take care of our own business, which is the attitude you should have anyway.
Garcia may have a shot at this one. Nope, it's going to drift out of play. 3-2. At second is Grandal. Deep to left. And gone. So Dozier puts him right down the line.
So let's take a look at the fastball. They set up an outside target. He misses middle in, and in a 3-2 count, Dozier just yanks it. And for Dozier, home run number 21 on the year. And now it's 9-0, and this never-ending inning is continuing to go.
Well, the guy who's made the only out is on deck. Hill bunted into a double play in the second. It's now 1-2. Rockies have increased their lead. It's now 4-0. And Blanco puts it away. 2 down.
Well, kind of a mock round of applause for Giants fans here. They were hoping for a better start to this ball game, but it has been overwhelmingly in favor of the Dodgers. I mean, that's one thing about this Dodger lineup. I mean, they've got a gauntlet line of hitters, and they could put a crooked number up on you in a hurry, and they've done it twice in this game today.
What did Bruce Bochy call him? A battalion?
It's one after another. And for Dave Roberts, I mean, look, this is the best of all worlds, because at some point in this game he'll be able to rest some people. Because with the Colorado Rockies ahead 4-0 in that game with the Nationals, that game in the third inning, and the Dodgers ahead 9-0, you would think that it would be a tie. Both teams would have to have a one-game playoff to see who would win the National League West.
And Taylor is going to head into second base with a double. Be it for Hunter Strickland, who got 1 out. So we're going to take a break. It's going to be Pierce Johnson. It's 9-0.
is brought to you by Big O Tires. Tires, service, straight talk. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Back here at AT&T Park, a 9-0 lead for the Dodgers. A little lopsided. They got 10 hits.
Just a little.
Giants are looking for theirs.
Pierce Johnson coming in for the 37th time, 4-pitch pitcher with mid-90s velocity on the fastball.
I feel like this, I might be wrong, but does it feel like this has been a long half inning?
Well, it feels like it's taken 3 days. Yeah, I'm sure Bruce Bochy's feeling the same way.
One and two. Turner does not like to have umpires call strikes on him.
Well, I just, you know, it's 9-0. Get in the box and hit. You're upset about a call. I mean, there are times I think to voice that displeasure, and other times you just sit there and take your bat.
Panic. And that'll end the inning. Finally, Dodgers 9, Giants nothing.
Brought to you by Redwood Credit Union. Redwood Credit Union offers full-service banking for all that you love. Federally insured by NCUA.
It's a big score. 9-0. Here's Gorky Hernandez, then Gregor Blanco. And before the Giants can get anything going, they need a hit. Gorky's at 236. And he takes wide. It's 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, it's get on base any way you can.
There's a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike.
You know, on the last day of the season, I always look at the schedule as to what team is traveling that has the longest distance to get back home.
No. 2-2.
So there's a couple of candidates here, both in the American League. One is the Blue Jays, Toronto. They're playing in Tampa. It's a long flight home.
Okay.
And the other one is Texas Rangers are playing in Seattle.
Yeah, but that can't be long, Mike. They're in the same division. Freeze makes the play. For award-winning investigative journalism that makes a difference, watch NBC Bay Area. NBC Bay Area, we change laws, we change lives, we investigate. If you have a tip, contact NBC Bay Area at 1-888-8996-TIPS or visit NBCBayArea.com/we-investigate. Here's Gregor Blanco, who takes a strike.
And for Rich Hill, I mean, he's going to pitch his game. I mean, in his mind, it's 1-0. He's going to be using his curveballs and his changeups and cutting and sinking the fastball.
Blanco at 220. And he takes a strike. It's 1-2.
I used to giggle when we were in Houston, and we used to have a teammate, Champ Summers. He's good. He's a good hitter, a good fastball hitter.
This is playable for Grandal, but Turner's calling him off, and he makes the catch.
And Champ Summers would be oftentimes on the bench, and he'd come off the bench and he'd hit late. This one particular day, he had to pinch hit against Nolan Ryan. Well, Nolan Ryan, the hitter before, was facing somebody, I forget who, but he threw him like 4 fastballs and just blew him away. And Champ Summers got in there, and Nolan Ryan threw him like 3 changeups and a curveball. Now, the Astros were up like 9-0. I mean, and Champ Summers just couldn't figure out why Nolan Ryan was throwing changeups in a game that was a blowout. And when he got back to the bench, put his helmet off, turned around, faced Nolan Ryan and yelled at him, "Why don't you throw me fastballs?" That's made me laugh.
Yeah, I've heard hitters. I played with guys in Cleveland, played with guys. The Giants, they used to yell that stuff all the time.
But I do think hitters feel if there's a blowout, a lopsided score, 9-0 game, they think that every pitcher should go out there and throw them fastballs. Well, for Rich Hill, I mean, he's 38 years old, 10-year veteran. He's going to do what he does. He's got a way to get people out, and that's not going to change.
Three pop-ups this inning. And that's going to do it. 9 up, 9 down for Rich Hill. It's 9-0 LA.
to you by Jack in the Box. Try something different, like Jack's Teriyaki Bowls. Only at Jack in the Box for a limited time.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change, tune-up, and repair experts.
So Chris Stratton coming in relief here. Started through most of the year, but I mean, look, you get 4 days off. You're on the last day of the season. You never know. Put your spikes on, and Stratton finds himself in the game. 10-10 on the year. That 10 win total is the most on the Giants staff.
Why wouldn't you want to pitch in this game?
We have some definitive answers as to what team has to travel the farthest to get back home. We said Toronto leaving Tampa to go back up. They have to fly 1,300 miles. Washington Nationals going back to Washington, D.C. from Denver have to go 1,600 miles. And the Texas Rangers have to go over 2,000 miles. They're the winners. All right, it's time for our BioFreeze moment, powered by BioFreeze. Cool the pain. Chris Stratton against the Rockies, a 2-hit shutout, 114 pitches, the only complete game by a Giants pitcher this year. And that's our BioFreeze moment. What a night he had.
Here's Machado with Freeze at first base, who drew a walk. Curveball that misses, 1 ball and no strikes. Machado with an RBI single in the 3rd. And he takes a low. It's 2-0. So Stratton walked Freeze, and now it's 3-0 to Machado.
And they really haven't been that close. They've been easy pitches to call out of the strike zone.
Three and 1. Three and 2. So he hits the outside corner. Base hit. So Machado. Let's check in with Amy G. Amy.
All right, guys, Hunter Pence has made an impact on every single Giants player, but he's made quite an impression on the rookies. I caught up with a couple of them. Derek Rodriguez, excuse me, he goes way back with Hunter Pence because Hunter and Derek's daddy, Vaughn, played together back in 2009 with Houston. Derek said that he got a lot of time with Pence in AAA while Pence was rehabbing, and he kept it simple. He just said Hunter is the best. Tie block. He said since his first day, Pence has always been a helpful person. He's a leader vocally and by example, and his work ethic is inspiring. Dwayne?
Agree. Here's Kike Hernandez. So a walk and a single. And a pitch down low. Hernandez with a base hit in the 3rd inning, the inning where the Dodgers scored 7 times. Pops this one out of play.
You know, September and October, I mean, those are months where you never apologize as a manager if certain guys aren't getting playing time they think they should have. I mean, you're going to go with the hot hands. And Kike Hernandez, I mean, he's been the guy for Dave Roberts. Talking about how right after All-Star break, he was hitting like 217. Well, he's hitting 253 now. And he has been on fire. And he's played about 5 different positions for Dave Roberts. Hot bats are, they dictate when you play.
They're going to check to see if Fernandez went around, and he did not. So it's 2-2.
You know, early in the year, some guys get cold, guys who you figure are going to be some of your big guys, and you'll be patient with them. You'll give them the benefit of the doubt if they have a slow month. But September, October, forget it.
Pitch, here it is. On the ground and a base hit. They're going to wave in, freeze, and here's the throw home, cut off, and it's 10-0. Hernandez with an RBI single. Giants Fantasy Camp, your chance to live your baseball dream, be a Giant for a week, January 20th through the 27th in Scottsdale. Don't miss out, only a few spots left. Call 1-800-411-1919 or visit sfgiants.com/fantasycamp. Yeah.
Doesn't care what the score is. Very happy. All right, would I rather have the baseball or would I rather have my Cheerios? Hanging in there pretty good.
Yep.
Working on my game face.
Here's Kemp. Kemp takes a strike. Stratton starts him off on pitch on the outside corner. Machado at second, Hernandez at first. Hit to right. Hence is over. He's not going to get it off of archway number 2. Hernandez is going to stop at third as Machado scores. It's a double for Kemp. It's 11-0.
Take a look at the pitch outside corner, and Kemp working this side of the field. I mean, he's really letting that ball get deep. That's almost off his right hip. Just a little flick of the wrist, ball off the wall. Told you it's a good place to hit today. You don't not often say that, especially to the right side of the field for right-handed hitters.
No balls and 1 strike.
Stratton still looking for an out in this inning.
0-2. Good. It's a good place to be on your 4th birthday. Wish the score was different, but you're going to get a chance to see Hunter Pence hit in the bottom of this inning. So Grandal is out swinging. And that'll bring up Dozier.
quite serious. She's got her pigtails in. Here with Mom. Girls' day out.
I think she's digging the camera. Or maybe she's not digging the cameraman.
Well, who we have? Sammer down there? Brian Jensen is.
Yeah, it's magic.
Could be Brian Jensen.
There's magic. Yep, that's what it was. 1-1 to Dozier. 2-1 to Dozier. Get out to Hunter Pence in right field. Pence is going to make the play. This will be a sacrifice fly as TK Hernandez comes in. And it's 12-0. Hill is 0 for 2. So
Yeah, he gets to do something not a lot of guys get to do. Starting pitchers are taking their third at bat in the fourth inning with a 12-0 lead.
Yep. Panic has it. And that'll end the inning. So 3 runs on the board for the Dodgers. And Hunter Pence is going to lead things off. Joe Panic on opening day against Kershaw hit a home run right down the line. He was in the 5th inning. In the next game, he went off with Kenley Jansen in the 9th inning. Giants won both games 1-0. First time in Major League history the team won back-to-back games by a score of 1-0 with home runs by the same player at any point in the season. Way to go, Joe.
On you, Joe. Atta babe.
So here's Hunter Pence. Hunter Pence struck out in the first inning. Here he swings and misses. And it's no balls and 1 strike. Hence hits one into right center field, but it's Kike Hernandez who's got a beat on it. 1 out.
Well, that has been the hardest hit ball so far today off of Rich Hill. Hill's been very good.
Yes, he has.
Ten Giants retired in a row.
3 strikeouts. And we've got 5 pop-ups. And a strike to Panic. Panic looked like he had a hit, but Dozier went to his left. Dove made a nice play and threw him out.
That has been the closest thing to a hit.
And there's your first hit.
And Giants fans finally have something to cheer about. Got a hanging breaking ball just up above the belt. And Joe Panic makes it look easy. Hanging curveballs can make hitters look very good. Wait, now right back up the middle.
Here's Longoria. And Longoria takes a strike. Only to follow. We're in the 4th. And a base hit. Another curveball. And here's Hundley. One of the most unbelievable comebacks in Giants history.
It's going to be the greatest comeback of all times. I wonder what the greatest comeback of all times is.
I don't know. I think the Indians were involved in it. I think it was when there was John Miller games, those Sunday games.
Yeah. See, John would know that.
Yeah, I'm working with the wrong guy today.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed in that.
But I came up with something.
Yeah, you at least said you jumped on out there and said it was the Indians that were involved in it.
There's a strike.
That impressed me because I got to be honest, I had nothing. Nothing.
Well, our crack staff is coming together right now, and they're probably giving us a list of 10 to choose from. And then we have to decide whether it's bogus information or not.
Well, when your stats guy's name is bogus information, it makes you think.
Yep, on the ground. That's 1. That's all they'll get. No way Hill could get over. I think he was being a spectator for a little bit.
Well, Top Golf Crush San Francisco is coming to AT&T Park November 16th through the 18th. You can enjoy a festive atmosphere while you crush golf balls from the club level. Experience this limited time opportunity with friends and family. For more info, go to sfgiants.com/topgolf.
There's bogus.
Bogus information.
He's working on it right now. Crawford with a healthy swing. You're going to miss. No balls and 1 strike.
Well, we have our answer. And Keith Olbermann, who is watching, referred to the 10-year anniversary of baseball's greatest comeback. Indians in 2001. They were down 12. Nice going, Smoothie. And thank you, Keith Olbermann.
A high breaking ball. One and 2. We're going to get our staff to dispute that.
I got to be honest. You're sitting on a 12-run lead. You got to be thinking about other things. Your concentration as a team is going right out the door. You're thinking about what you're going to have for dinner when you get home, or what you're going to have for dinner after the game.
I always used to
with
think,
the spread.
Yeah, I used to think it was always moderately fun to, in a game like this, if you're in the dugout and you're on the losing end, just to say, as Crawford strikes out, just say something like, "Hey, we can still get him," and then watch the reaction of everybody around you. 12-0 Dodgers.
Is brought to you by Big O Tires. Tires, service, straight talk. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Sharks hockey returns. Optimism running very high for the Sharks with a group of returning All-Stars and newly acquired Erik Karlsson. Sharks hockey returns Friday, October 5th to NBC Sports, California. So Stratton about to face Chris Taylor. It's 12-0. And Taylor takes low. Turner is not on deck. It's Muncy. So Dave Roberts doing exactly what you said. And that runs inside 2-0.
Well, you do have an opportunity to rest a few people, and this is the time of year where, I mean, even half a game, if you can get off your legs as an everyday player, it's a lot. Dodgers, it's going to be interesting to see what they do to scale down. I mean, they have a 40-man roster right now. They got a lot of candidates for the postseason. When you go into a one-game playoff, I mean, you don't have to worry about starters. You're only going to need one.
Dodgers have had their leadoff hitter on in every inning.
Well, and 3 of them have been by way of the walk, and that is not going to sit well with Bruce Bochy. Nor should it.
High and deep, it's down the line and gone. And into the water. So Muncy is a pinch hitter, homers. And it's 14-0.
Let's take a look at the pitch. I mean, that's right there inside corner at the belt. And here's the result. Muncy's had an amazing year, career year. And let's take a look at exactly where it went. Water shot.
Marquis Hernandez moving back, and looks like he's got room. 1 out.
Muncy's 34th home run. Let's take a look at the battle for the ball between Dave and Steve.
Steve overran it. He's going back for it.
Steve.
There's the floating speaker.
It cost him $600 to get that ball.
Steve.
And for Steve, it was a big league hang with him.
Morning, Steve. Not your. You're dry. The other guy's got wet underwear. You're fine. 0-2 to Bellinger.
It's all about the win.
It's hit to right. Pence back. And Pence makes the catch. Hunter Pence. Nice job.
Nice round of applause by all his fans out there in right field. Deservedly. Going back, going back. Not a problem. Kind of reminds you of the one he made in the World Series.
Pence on the fence.
Pence on the fence. That was a good one.
Here's Kike Hernandez. He takes high. 1 ball and no strikes. I mean, if you're Chris Stratton, you're looking down, there's nobody in the bullpen.
That makes you the man.
2-1.
But the good news is you're going to get a chance to get in at bat.
And a strike to make it 2-2. And a full count. Yasiel Puig is on deck. Hunter Pence. And he comes up just a little short as that's out into Triples Alley. And Hernandez is going to stop at third. Yeah, we talked about Pence on the fence. This was the NLDS. It's great watching the fans in the background.
Well, it really was an acrobatic play, and Ryan Vogelsong loved it. Trigger Blanco over there to give him a high five. And a play that is etched into all of our memories and will never leave.
Here's Puig. Puig yesterday went 2 for 5. Had a home run. Went 0 for 2 after he came in the game on Friday as a pinch hitter. 2 balls, no strikes. Colorado now leading Washington 7-0.
Well, the likelihood of a one-game playoff to determine the National League Western champion is starting to get a lot clearer.
Milwaukee leading Detroit 3-0. Chicago leading St. Louis 4-2. Just hit on the ground. Crawford's going to have to make a tough play, and they got him. Hunter Pence, it was this catch that got a great ovation here at the ballpark. And anything he does today, it's going to be fabulous. For the Dodgers here in the 5th is Hill will go after Garcia. We've got multiple changes for the Dodgers. And multiple changes. But here's Garcia, who takes high. Kike Hernandez goes from center to left. Bellinger now in center, Puig in right, Freese and Taylor on the left side of the infield. Muncy is at first, as this is popped up to Dozier. Makes the play.
5th pop-up.
And here's Gorky Hernandez.
And that's not unusual either for Rich Hill. A big curveball like he has. It's one that starts out right around your shoulders and drops down to your knees or below your knees. When you have that type of break on your curveball, a high fastball above the letters is going to be an effective pitch. And he throws it a lot. And guys who even when they do make contact, that's the pitch you can pop up very easily. Such has been the case today.
A healthy swing and a miss. Blanco on deck. Pop up. Muncy over. And another pop up. And here's Blanco. First pitch to Blanco, and it's a curveball in for a strike. Edgar Blanco popped out in the 3rd inning. Hunter Pence, ever the optimist, is got his helmet on and he's ready to hit. On the ground to Taylor at short. His throw is high. Muncy stays on the bag, and that'll end the inning. 6th inning coming up. It's all Dodgers.
It's our Togo's play of the year. Go back to April 7th against the Dodgers. Andrew McCutcheon steps up and he hits a walk-off homer in the bottom of the 14th off Wilmer Font. He hit it 377 feet. Giants were down 5-4. McCutcheon gave a 7-5 win. It was his first home run of the season and his career-high 6th hit of the night. And that's our Togo's pretzel ramen. And we enjoyed our time with Andrew McCutcheon.
Absolutely. Here's Derek Holland facing Grandal. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Your trusted oil change tune-up and repair experts. Foul back. It's 0-2.
Numbers for Holland. Really done everything the Giants have asked him to do this year, and he leads the league, or leads the team in innings pitched and starts. here coming in out of the bullpen second day in a row.
Grandal, Dozier's on deck. And that pitch is high, so it's 1-2. In the dirt, 2-2. So 0-2 to 3-2.
Yeah, the one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to walk anybody in a 14-0 ball game. Giants have done that to start an inning off 3 times today.
So Grandal strikes out swinging. He's begging.
Seriously, it's 14-0. Grab some pine, meat. Let's take a look at the 3-2 breaking ball. No, seriously. He's 0 for 3, by the way, in protests in this series.
I agree. Dozier, a walk, a home run, and a sacrifice fly. So that's a good afternoon.
All right, one more look at the foul tip. Yeah, he tipped it. Seriously, what is he talking about? He missed it by a foot.
Yeah, that's when your credibility kind of takes a hit.
He's had 3 calls like that in this series. A tag play at the plate, and there was a sliding play at second base, and they were about as close as that foul ball.
Foul.
I know one thing, if I was playing poker with him, I'd call every time.
Every time.
Oh yeah. It's already a good date. It's only the 5th inning. 6th inning.
Could have just met. 1-2.
And it all started out because of a foul ball.
One-two pitch. 2-2.
And by the way, it is a great tip for all of you out there who are considering a gift for your significant other. Buy him a baseball. See? Magical. Only about 20 bucks.
Hooked down the left field line. Fair, foul, foul.
All right, how foul was it?
I think we're going with plenty foul.
Yeah, plenty. It's going. Found a good home. Future's so bright, you got to wear shades. Just like my dad.
3-2. And the walk. Let's check in with Amy G.
All right, gentlemen, this will come as no surprise that the Giants coaching staff loves working with Hunter Pence. I spoke with Jose Alguacil, who said he's the ultimate professional. He loves the passion and the emotion that he brings to this game every day, not to mention his energy. He also added that Hunter respects the game more than any player he's ever worked with. And of course, skipper Bruce Bochy actually said it's hard to put into words what Pence means to him. He's a pleasure to work with. He's so positive, constantly helping others. He has an incredible attitude and brings 100% to the park every day. Dwayne?
Yep. Get no argument from us.
Oh, we are on the Hunter Pence train and have been for a long time. Somebody said, well, what do you like about Hunter Pence? I say two things. One, he plays like his hair's on fire. Number two, he combs his hair like his hair's on fire.
It looks like his hair's on fire.
He's unique. I mean, really, when you start thinking, how, as an analyst, would you describe the way that he does things? Because he's got his own way of doing it.
So Hill is gone. I don't think he cares. 2 down.
Yeah, he's tired. He's had 4 at-bats in 6 innings.
Here's Taylor.
That doesn't happen very often. Yep. It may look like just a simple baseball to many, but to others.
Is that a Brockabrella? Here's Taylor as he fouls it out of play.
Called a Brockabrella when we first saw him. It was Lou Brock of the Cardinals.
I never knew that until you told me the story.
And I mean, he was the guy. But I know one thing, the first time I ever saw one is I had to get one of those.
Oh, and 2.
See, I think that's a great giveaway on him too. Especially if you're in cities where you get a lot of rain, like Atlanta, Pittsburgh. I mean, that's the easiest umbrella that there is to bring into a ballpark.
Seattle.
Seattle, well, they have a dome though. Yeah, not just a baseball. It's the essence of life.
Well, look out. Hunter Pence is going to track it down. And that is going to end the inning. 14-0.
the year brought to you by the Northern California Ford dealers in September 17th in San Diego. Austin Slater, Brandon Crawford, and Franmil Reyes is out at second. Reyes thought he had a double all the way, but Slater's perfect throw and Crawford's deke resulted in a tag out at second base. Oh, he would get the hit, but he would also have a long walk back to the dugout. That's our Ford Smart Play of the Year, brought to you by your Northern California Ford dealers.
Avellino lines it to center field, but Bellinger is going to drift back and make the catch. So 1 out on a line drive. And here's Hunter Pence.
Well, he's had nice ovations each time he's been announced. And you know he wants to do something to justify those loud applauses that he's getting.
And he takes a strike. Pence takes one in the dirt as it sails to the backstop.
Just a 57th pitch thrown by Rich Hill.
Verdugo in left. Utley is at second. Barnes is catching, and there is one other change. Kike Hernandez is at short. Pence with a swing and a miss. 1-2. Breaking ball, and Pence waited on it. Pence chases a high fastball. That's 5 strikeouts for Hill. Our player resume is brought to you by Indeed. It's Joe Panik. Played on the high school baseball varsity team, and he was in 8th grade. Voted most athletic in high school. Favorite player growing up was Wade Boggs. Oh, and then Derek Jeter showed up, and he grew up as a Yankee fan. Up the middle, Hernandez, side retired. Through 6, it's 14-0 Dodgers. 2 in the first, the big inning, 7 in the third for the Dodgers, and then they just added on after that. 9 players that have scored a run, 7 with RBIs, and Rich Hill has been good. And thank you, Hunter Pence. Absolutely. Here's Muncy, and he takes a strike. On the appeal, no swing. Muncy hit a home run in his last at bat. It's 2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, he took a belt high fastball and yanked it over the wall in right field.
He did.
It wasn't really a bad location pitch. It was to the scouting report.
3-1. On the ground, it'll be the third baseman Longoria at second as he throws him out.
Well, you need help with a consumer problem, contact NBC Bay Area Responds or Telemundo 48 Responde. They've recovered more than $2 million for Bay Area consumers. Call 1-888-996-TIPS or visit NBCBayArea.com/response. Whether in English or Spanish, they respond to every call, every email. NBC Bay Area, we investigate.
Here's David Freese, who looks at a strike. Freese is 2 for 3. Bellinger's on deck. On the ground, it's a fair ball. Longoria, nice play.
Nice play to D.
There wasn't anything routine about that ground ball.
You know, when you watch him throw off his right foot, I think he feels more comfortable throwing off the right foot than the left foot. And here's the play you're talking about. Exchange off the right foot. Not even close. And it manages to kind of secure it in the heel squeeze with his glove. You're right, nothing easy about it.
Here's Bellinger. Hit a fly ball to the right that Hunter Pence made a nice leaping catch at the front of the wall. Fouled out of play. Handshakes, high fives, all around.
Oh yeah, I mean for people you didn't even know.
0-2 to Bellinger.
And now, not only do you get to catch it, you get the high fives and the pats in the back, you get to tell the story over.
Yes, you do.
Again and again and again.
Way outside. On the ground, more work for Longoria. They got him. Remember, Bellinger runs very well, and that's going to end the inning. Longoria is going to lead things off.
area is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency. By Heffernan Insurance Brokers. Insurance and financial services for you and your business. Visit hefins.com. By Xfinity. X1 will change the way you experience TV. And by Kelly Moore Paints. Go where the pros go. Kelly Moore, the painter's paint store.
Our time now to check out our score. It's 4-0 or 14-0 Dodgers. We're in the bottom half of the 7th inning. And we're also going to look at time for Wells Fargo. A look ahead in the 2019 schedule. First 5 series of next season. Giants are going to open it up on the road against the Padres for 4. And then they go up to Los Angeles, take on the Dodgers, and come home. And they're going to open up April 4th against the Tampa Bay Rays. And then it's the Padres and Rockies. And that's our Wells Fargo a look ahead.
Well, secure a space at the front of the line for some of 2019's biggest games, including games against the Yankees opening day. Book now and receive 10% discount on your group ticket purchase. sfgiants.com/2019. So Longoria is going to lead things off. We're in the home half of the 7th inning. And a big sweeping breaking ball for a strike.
Well, more and more, it's looking like we're going to see a couple of playoffs tomorrow to decide which team goes to the wild card, which team wins the division.
Lifted out to center field for Bellinger. I have no problems watching other people work tomorrow.
No, not at all. I'm looking forward to it.
This is what's going on. The Rockies need to win today to force that game with the Dodgers. Cubs have upped their lead over the Cardinals, and Milwaukee's up their lead over Detroit. So if things stay the same, then Milwaukee and Chicago would play tomorrow, and the Rockies and Dodgers would play tomorrow. Well, I mean, in LA and in Chicago.
And the difference being that the loser goes to the wild card. It's not a loser goes home, which of course is what the wild card game is all about.
Hundley hooks it foul.
I mean, right now the guys who are going crazy are the directors of travel with each individual club, trying to figure out a way to get your entourage into a city, get rooms. And I used to watch what Brett Alexander would do and just marvel at the amount of things you have to even consider to move a large group from city to city to city. And the Giants had to go to the wild card game a couple times. It's exciting, it's a lot of fun, but it's exhausting. And
Hundley strikes out swinging, 2 down.
Very easy to just take it for granted what the directors of travel do.
A little easier for Milwaukee because they're going to get on a couple of buses and just drive right by the farm.
When you drive from Chicago to Milwaukee or vice versa, you go right by the Kuiper farm.
Right by the farm. This is Darno. Darno with a swing. He ain't gonna miss.
I've enjoyed our time getting to know Chase Darno. He's a very affable ball player. I don't think I've ever seen him have a bad day. Hard worker.
Played a number of different positions and was the emergency catcher. brother's a big league catcher. He said, if he can do it, I can do it.
That's osmosis. I mean, he's never caught before, but he's the backup catcher simply because his brother was a catcher.
Yeah. If he can do it, I can do it. I love that. And then he probably went on to say, and I can do it better.
That's what brothers do.
You just saw Dave Greshner pick up that baseball. He needs a nap. I think he's going to nap for maybe a week.
There's the director of training, Dave Greshner. Yeah, he and his staff, they've just done an incredible job. You see it every year, but it's another group of folks that you take for granted. They're so good at what they do, you just assume that you're going to get that type of excellence in the way that they take care of their players. Anthony Reyes, who is the head trainer, said that he can't remember a year where there have been so many surgeries.
Foul back. The other group too is Brad Grims and all the clubhouse guys. I mean, they don't stop.
James Uros. And of course,
good group. Murph.
The legendary Mike Murphy.
Darno. Nice little battle with Rich Hill. Hunter Pence taking it all in. I've been thinking about this day for a long time. But he wants to play next year. Got him. 7 strikeouts. 14-0.
San Francisco Giants may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Francisco Giants Baseball Club, LLC.
MLB At Bat is your #1 Giants app. You can customize your experience to catch every moment this season. Download it. Download it now. The MLB At Bat. Download it today. Stephen Okert is facing Kike Hernandez. And he takes the pitch down low. And it's time for a change. Thanks, Speedy. Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and repair experts.
10th time that Okert has come into a game, and he has really been good. 5 1/3 innings, just 3 hits allowed. 4-pitch pitcher now. Fastball, curveball, slider, changeup. Added the changeup. Feels confident with it now.
lifts this one out to Hunter Pence. One out. All right, let's check in with Amy G. Amy?
All right, that's appropriate that Hunter just made that out because we have our final Ask Amy G segment. It is from authentic fan Stephen Babin. It is for Hunter Pence. And I got you an answer, Stephen. His question was to Hunter, what is your favorite moment as a Giant? And have you ever considered coaching or another position in baseball after your playing days are over? So it's kind of two questions. Hunter said his favorite moment was really difficult to decide because there were so many in his time here with the Giants, but he chose 2014 in LCS. Ishikawa's walk-off home run to clinch the pennant. That's a really good one. I like that one. Now, as far as coaching, he said he hasn't thought about that yet because he would still like to continue playing. He's working on doing that next year. If you have liked this segment, Ask Amy G. We're going to bring it back next year, so get your questions into me. Tweet them to me at AmyGGiants. Hashtag it Ask Amy G. I think it was a pretty big hit this season, guys. What do you think?
No, I'll tell you what, when I wake up in the morning, I start thinking about that segment. After I have a cup of coffee, it's like, what are the questions going to be?
Amy, this is us waving our hand, saying that we want to see it back next year.
Yes. Yes.
Amer the gamer.
Weed lifts one out to Hunter Pence. Giants fans want every ball hit out to Hunter Pence.
Well, team ranks during his tenure with the Giants: 93 home runs, third; 758 hits, third; runs, third; RBIs, fourth; doubles, fourth; 2 times a world champion, an All-Star in 2014. He won the Willie Mack Award in 2013, and he played 331 consecutive games. And won the hearts of Giants fans all over the world. Can't just say country.
Here's Utley, who takes a strike. Utley, remember, he's already said he's going to retire. And no one knows what the roster spots will look like with the Dodgers, so maybe this is it for him. Going 2. Yeah, and they were teammates. So.
Well, and Hunter Pence was cheering Chase Utley when he was announced and he stepped in the batter's box. That is what that applause was for. And you're right. This could be the last at bat we ever see this guy take of what we believe was a Hall of Fame career.
Yeah, he's got a shot.
Great player. Hard-nosed, old school.
Okert strikes him out. That's going to end the inning. Giants are coming up.
That's where the new stadium for the Warriors is being built. You can just see the top of the roof there. And it is going to be within walking distance of AT&T. And it's going to be spectacular. Can't wait.
Chagua is the new pitcher. When it's time for a change, thanks Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Your trusted oil change, tune-up, and repair experts.
Chagua, the sinker baller, 26 hits allowed, 31 and a third. But he can be a little wild, but he's got lots of stuff. Mid-90s to high 90s with sink.
And Garcia takes wide. He struck out and he's popped out. Two and two. Farmer is now at third. LaCastro is in left. Garcia's gone. One out, and here's Gorkis Hernandez. Everything looks right. Hunter Pence will get one more shot.
Well, I'm already thinking home run. That's what I want to see. Or a swinging bunt down the third base line.
Well, an infield hit would be my second choice.
That's exactly right. Mark Ulrichsen, the artist, did a great portrait of Hunter Pence, and it absolutely captured him. If you have a chance to go to Mark Ulrichsen, U-L-R-I-K-S-E-N, check him out on Instagram and find the Hunter Pence picture. You'll see a lot of Giants players that he has drawn over the years, but the one on Hunter Pence, I mean, it gets him.
1-2. Two balls, two strikes. On the ground, Farmer to Muncy. Two down.
Nice play. Watch Farmer play third base. He doesn't look like a catcher playing third base.
Here's Blanco. And this might be a bit of an emotional at bat for Blanco. We talk about the affection for Hunter Pence, and there's a lot of affection for this guy too.
Has worn that uniform well, with great pride.
When Melky Cabrera walked out the door, it was this guy that stepped in for him.
In 2010. 2012, rather.
A lot of people said that was it for the Giants. Melky Cabrera left. Blanco strikes out swinging, and that is going to end the inning. So we'll head to the ninth. It's 14-0. It's a 14-0 lead for the Dodgers. Hunter Pence throughout the whole in-between innings, the fans gave him a standing ovation, and he was acknowledging them throughout the whole deal. As this is hit well to left. And gone. Barnes hits one out to make it 15-0. Barnes with the home run. Yeah, this is what was going on in between innings. And this wasn't just in right field or in the bleachers. It was throughout the boat. In the upper deck behind home plate they were standing.
We were clapping and standing.
I mean, he's going to hit in the bottom of this inning, and we'll go through it again. Farmer fouls it back on the 2-0 pitch. And a strike. It's 2-2. Back, so Farmer stays alive. See Larry Bear watching. It's going to be a very interesting offseason for all who work in the front office this winter, led by that man. Two and two. And another foul out of play. So he's sitting next to his wife, Pam. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On the ground, foul again.
Next time we see Pam and Larry, we'll be at the Giants vacation. Be in Hawaii this year, late November and early December.
Larry's going to go?
I think so.
Because if I might change my mind. As Farmer strikes out swinging. We can still have fun if the boss is around.
Oh yeah. Plus, he'll have some big-time scoopage for us by then.
Yeah, absolutely. He might even be asking our advice on a few things.
Yeah.
Here's Verdugo.
He'll be asking us for wine recommendations at dinner.
Hit on the ground, and Aramis Garcia is going to make the play. And that'll bring up so Rocky Gale is going to pinch hit. Gale takes the pitch down and in. 1 ball and no strikes. Tolles. Andrew Tolles is on deck. And as softly as Okert threw it, that's how softly Gale swung.
Hunter Pence going to bat second in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Down the left field line. Foul.
You know, in a day where we've really reflected on the career of Hunter Pence as a Giant, the impact that he had on this franchise. I mean, I've got so many memories about the guy. But the one that just is right at the top, as we touched on it a little bit earlier, was how hard he played, how hard he ran out every ball. I love that about the guy.
So Gale strikes out. We're going to stay here as we watch Hunter Pence prepare for his last at bat. And I mean, interesting to get into that brain and see what's going on in his mind. First time we saw him was right before the trading deadline. The lookout. Brett Alexander met him, signed a few autographs. Found out that his locker was going to be very close to Tim Lincecum's locker. He met Murph. Found out that Andy Baggerly would be following him around for the next 7 years.
That's right.
So he is getting ready to step up to home plate.
Well, he honored the uniform.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best way you could put it. He did.
You know, and he talks about the cities that he got to play in. Houston, Philadelphia, here in San Francisco. He really feels that he was lucky every step of the way. To be part of a world championship a couple of times. I mean, that.
Dodgers are going to make some changes, and I'm going to ignore them. Avellino's going to hit first, and then it'll be Pence. The new pitcher is going to be Urias. That's Julio Urias. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Your trusted oil change, tune-up, and repair experts.
There's the numbers for Urias, and I mean, he's really a remarkable story in that he's come back from Tommy John, pushed hard to be eligible in September. This is a big part of their future. Big curveball, but 4 good pitches.
Avellino had an at-bat. Saw one pitch in the 6th inning as a pinch hitter and hit a line drive right to the center fielder. Here he swings and misses, and it's 0-2. Got him. Now's not the time to be taking close pitches.
Ladies and gentlemen,
here's
number
Hunter
8,
Pence.
Hunter Pence.
pitches outside for a ball.
I got to believe a lot of people in this ballpark stayed around just for that moment.
I think you're right. Some fan just yelled at everybody's thinking, throw him a strike.
That's right.
And he does throw him a strike.
Pretty nasty strike, as a matter of fact, on a 2-0 count. If he walks, it's going to be one of the loudest boos of the day.
Well, I think Hunter Pence is going to swing at anything right here. We have the take sign. This is the swing sign.
Pretty nasty 3-1 pitch. All right.
And he may be actually thinking about getting on to start a rally.
Well, knowing Hunter Pence said this is that far-fetched.
Foul. Down the right field line and out of play.
And that was the swing mode.
There isn't one player in the clubhouse. Hop straight back and out of play. Three and two. Out of play.
95-mile-an-hour fastball. Did well to fight that one off.
Got him. That was cheating, right? Throwing him a changeup.
It was a 3-2 changeup in a 15-0 ball game. Wow. Great pitch. Killing me.
So here's panic as folks now will sit down. Some are leaving. And Panic takes a strike.
It'll be a very emotional afternoon for Hunter Pence as he says goodbye in the clubhouse.
Well, might be starting in the dugout.
3-2 changeup. Wow.
One and one to Panic. 1 and 2 to Panic. So, well, pretty good, this kid.
Keep going. Keep being you.
Thanks for everything. Coming to you, big man. Yes, sir, man. Love your heart.
Look out. 2-2. Two and two to Joe Panik. Hit out to left, and this should do it. LaCastro's there, and he makes the catch, and that's the ball game. So the Dodgers do what they have to do. They sweep the Giants. They also know that Colorado is leading 9-0, so it's very likely we're going to see the Rockies and the Dodgers play tomorrow. So that'll be fun.
Yeah, 162 games in the books, and still we don't know who the champion is in the National League West. That'll be determined in tomorrow's ball game. But here today, it was all about that young man right there, or I should say, grizzled veteran, Hunter Pence. What a class act and what a privilege it has been for all of us in the broadcast crew to watch you play and represent this city.
He has been a joy to be around, and I hope we see a lot of him, because his career is not over, and maybe after he decides to stop playing, he could end up doing what we're doing, or he could be a coach. Final score, Dodgers 15, Giants nothing. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned. Giants postgame live presented by Toyota is coming up right after this.